I should be up now. Okay, gonna type into it. If it doesn't work, then oh well. Hello, by the way. This is me live streaming KOTOR, basically just a full test run. I apologise for the shitty resolution, but well, early 2000s game. And this is primarily just so people can actually see the game around to play it, and also so I can dump it in Mauler's feet. Even though he probably never watches ever, but well. Just a little fun about this game. That face is actually reused quite extensively in the Sith Lord, the sequel to this. I mean, it used to be my primary face, but this I think is what everyone considers a canon Revan at this point. Yeah, well, you always want 10 in each of these. Yeah, by the way, I apologise at once, this will just be me rambling through basically all of this. I hope you enjoy that. If not, sorry. Line intelligence to get more stats. Yeah, we're going soldier. Now, this is more about me just explaining what I know about his game. This is one of the games where you want to focus more on your physical stats than anything else, because you as a character are not going to be the be-all and end-all of your party. You never are. You know, treat injury is one you just always want, because you're going to need it. Also, always want security, because of course you do. A couple of demolitions. Persuade you always want. I think, yeah. Why am I doing that? Yeah, you always want something like that so you can just do stuff. For this game, you want that one. Well, not even going to attempt for that. What name am I doing this? Might as well go for something that's fun. People know who that is. Congratulations. See if this works. If it doesn't, I'm sure I'll find out at some point. Yeah, by the way, I have had to remove the movies from this because, as it happens, something that happens with the movies actually crashes the game completely. If you try and do it while streaming. If you're not streaming, it works fine-ish. It just kind of goes to a different window to do it. I've had to remove all the movies, so you are going to lose quite a bit of the context to this, but I should be here to explain it. If I'm not and it's still playing, then that's something somewhat impressive, but oh well.
I'm Trask Olgo, ensign with the Republic Fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire.
Yeah, this is the seamless explanation.
I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Sorry about that, I still have a personal life, you know? Yep. Oh yeah, Bastila. People consider her best waifu and all that these days. I think someone is, not sure.
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission.
Did I?
Now it's time to make good on that oath.
I
Heard all about your reputation, elite combat training, tops, and word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. Bastila is going to need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
Okay, let's go help Bastila.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Oh yeah, this is just a tutorial to explain game mechanics to you, but if you don't, oh boy, welcome to the shapely buttocks of the character. Yeah, here you have all your stuff. For some reason you're given a short sword start off with, even though I don't know why. Yeah, God, I'm so used to the second game, which is just superior to this in most ways. Do we have anything? Oh, all we have. Might as well go for that. Yep, look at this. Really, oh god, if this is the standard equipment of a soldier, then oh god. Actually, it isn't. I don't know why the soldier does not have the same skin as him, because I don't know. The soldier has one of the worst skins.
Let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Yes, join your party, and yeah, 9, if you can't tell.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override.
Yeah, you know, I could have just done that, but oh well. And then if you do that, yep, so
now that the door's open, you better take...
You'd think that would be an introduction to, you know, slicing, but it isn't, because I don't know why. Yeah, movement, there's utility choice. Oh, hello, Garth.
Are threatening to overrun our position.
Oh, there's no overlay.
Hold out long against this firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar's fire crew put together.
They explain he's the best pilot in the Republic, but there's absolutely no instances of any of the material has matched being a pilot. Not except piloting your ship, but in none of the expanded material is he ever seen as a pilot. He's always seen as just this guy going around in an overcoat blasting people, because of course that's Star Wars, isn't it? Pilots don't fly ships, they use blasters all the time. Glorious animations.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party.
I love how they're just not firing when you're doing all this. And we have... Yeah, probably miss most of these ones, I guess. Shitty. Yeah, the fun thing about the blaster animations is you're only allowed one attack per round, so even though he fires 3, he's always going to miss 2. Every marksman in this game is the most inept one because they just miss about 66% of the time. I mean, even when you use rapid fire, you're only getting an extra attack. So that means even though they just pull down the trigger and go, "Arr!" they're not actually firing, they're not actually going to hit more than twice. It's ridiculous. Why is it hitting? Oh, that's so right. This is why you always go this, because you get more results. You might think in the distant past where we have guns, why on earth would you use swords? But it's to be seamlessly explained by Trask narrating on there. Oh, there we go. Short swords, long swords. This is where we start able to use the wonders. Dual wielding. Which looks edgy as all hell because they're katanas, but oh well. Here we go. Here's the tutorial for grenades. It's been ages since I've played this game for anything other than just Yep, so just killing his own mate. Even though his mate had the double-bladed weapon, so therefore was the most effective member of his team. We'll give it a grenade. Wob. Yep. I like how it didn't kill the one guy I threw it at. Again, didn't kill the one guy I actually threw it at. Come on, you. Oh, you nasty bugger using a med pack, kind of that. Yeah, this game really does show its age, to be honest. Okay, you're going to go that way. If you go that way, that droid explodes. Oh, here we go.
It's the explode sounds. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, they could have used her help.
Yeah, we certainly could have. I mean, she could have at least killed these two. So, I think these two having the exact same reaction as we were to this duel. They were going, let's just watch, and then only intervene when something changed. Come on, stab him. Yeah, you can loot him. You can get you can nab his wallet, but you don't nab his lightsaber. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you can also loot this guy. They just dump you loads of med packs at this point in the game to make sure you have a couple when you go to that planet over there. Yeah, 2 misses because this actually relies on a D20 system. It doesn't show you the rolls, so just if you're getting particularly shit stats, it will say, oh, yep, you're missing. deal with it, mate. There we go. Yeah, for this, 2. Oh, shit, our intelligence really is poor. Oh yeah, on that. Feats do we have? Always go for flurry. Yes. When you get to the end of it, there's no point not to use it all the time, because it gives you an extra attack. Before then, it's, I think, also lowers the chance to hit, so it either lowers the chance to hit or lowers your defense. That might be Power Strike that does that, but I think this is where we say goodbye to dear old Trasky.
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi! I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Yep, say goodbye. Goodbye, old Trasky. You were a great and powerful ally. Does someone have bagpipes? I don't, unfortunately. And then you just abandon him, because of course you do.
This is Carthel Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's
I don't know why Carthel instantly decided he was just going to go after you.
Pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. So I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Yep, so here we go, and oh yeah, there's that guy over there. Do we have the? Oh, or do you loot it from somebody? Oh, because here is supposed to be the tutorial for stealth, which I think if you're a scoundrel you can do, but if you're not... Okay, so this is a explanation of flurry. It gives you an extra attack in melee. It means you get free and basically will instantly kill most enemies. But by doing that, you either lower your chance to hit or your chance to defend. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword until you get the ultimate level where there's no downsides to using it, so there's no point not to use it.
Be careful.
There we go.
There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Yeah, okay, here's the tutorial on other stuff you can do to get around problems. The computer spikes is by far usually the best way to do it, because yeah, you can see an image and sometimes you can overload the power conduit, which will quite handily show you. That is usually one of the most... Computer skill is probably the more useful of these two, because you could either activate this guy, set him on patrol route. He will still do that, but computer use actually allows you to even do stuff like turn a base's droids on people in there. It's really OP to get really high computer skill.
You made it just in time. There's only one active
Of course, in this game you can't craft computer parts or parts, so you will often end up having to hoard them. In the second game you could just craft them, so there's nowhere near as a problem, but in this one you'd find yourself not wanting to make it easier, because there might be another base further in the story you want to make it easier.
There'll be time for questions later.
I think that in particular hampered me during my early playthroughs of this game. Now this is the big test. It can survive booting up the game, but will it survive going to Taris? Let's find out! Yep, use the escape pod, so there's nothing else on it. Oh. Oh my god, it has! It's worked. Now, if movies had been in there, we'd have seen the escape pod going away, and then the Endar Spire, the ship we're on, just being rendered into nothingness by explosions. Fortunately, that is rendered a bit silly when you can actually find that ship in Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO based on this series. And you find the Endar Spire, even though it's blatantly shown just not existing after being blown up, you find it basically intact, and also looking nothing like it did in this. Oh yeah, now, we also have visions, but since they're movies, I can't show them, because they will crash the game, unfortunately. There's probably YouTube videos you can find of them.
We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt.
By the way, as a sound of this, I'm not sure how it's done. I might have to lower it even more, but hopefully it's not bad, because I can barely hear any of this.
We were long gone.
Oh, the Sith, yeah, because...
Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet. They've declared martial law.
This game has a bit of an odd reputation with Sith. I mean, it is lampshaded in the second game, but in this game, the Sith themselves are more often not just called Dark Jedi, while the Sith generally used to refer to the actual troopers, not the Dark Jedi. It's somewhat ridiculous that the actual Sith are called, in essence, Dark Jedi, while the people who don't have the Force at all are the ones being called Sith. It's somewhat ridiculous.
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here at Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her. Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation.
This is not going to be my official playthrough. I'm probably going to restart this again. This is just seeing if it actually bloody works and seeing how you guys respond to it. If you're still watching, if you are, hello. If you're not, okay. Don't blame me. I'm not particularly good at this.
Of course, there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great.
This is mostly for me to re-watch later and just go over what needs to be changed in the settings, what can potentially be improved, where I need to do certain stuff.
Like us, she barely got out alive.
Just a big beta for me. Just think the game bloody works. I hold out no hope of KOTOR 2 running properly at all with this, but oh well.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us. If we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help.
Some people who may know about Terrace, Terrace is considered a Coruscant type of planet. So, basically the entire surface is covered in city, meaning there's no arable land. Meaning, ultimately, if the Sith just carry on this quarantine, they're just going to starve all the Terrace out. They're effectively sieging it rather than quarantining it at this point.
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
How Garth even knows what the Undercity is, I don't know. How the escape pods are able to get to the Undercity without destroying about 20 miles of building on top of them, I don't know. For those who don't know, the Undercity is what is basically the actual planet's surface and not all of the buildings, and it's somewhat ridiculous that all these kilometre-high buildings are literally just shown as just having foundations in grass. There's grass down there. It's funny.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. For some
yes, low profile. Those words won't come to haunt us later on, will they?
They say the Force can do terrible things to our mind. Can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Yep, and as you may notice now, we were apparently sleeping in our... Oh, fuck, I forgot to pick up the combat armor under the Endar Spire. Oh, well. Yeah. As you can see, we were sleeping in this massive backpack, and apparently had our swords as teddy bears or something. Oh, more computer spikes. Workbench, where you can use to upgrade items. Where this was vastly improved in the second game. Here it's basically just... You can get certain stuff to... Yeah, look at that. Upgrading a weapon gets you 1+ physical. That's all that does. Yeah, just attack bonus. Yeah, it's... Look, it's basically pointless to use to upgrade weapons in this because there's no benefit to doing so. Though, having said that, I think... Yeah, we can do that. Do we have the Vibro Sword? No, we only have Vibro Blade. How good are they? So there we go, we look... Oh, I forgot you can flourish. which is actually leads to a fun sound glitch in my opinion. If you do it standing still, you do all these swings. If you're running while doing it, it generally does a couple. Right, now anyway, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I'm going to end it here before I go up there, because again, this was just basically an extended test. So, ta-ra, basically, because I'm not even going to save any of this. Just ta-ra.